Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where we cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, we're going to be covering everything that dropped in week 18 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2021 collection. Some of you are probably like, whoa, week 18 was last week. Why didn't you cover it last week? What's been going on? Well, guys, yeah, unfortunately not some good things have been going on. That's what's been going on. So what happened is in the last video that I did was the Palace drop list. I said, look, if the Supreme video doesn't come out, it's because my computer died. And man, I probably shouldn't have said that because it came true. My computer literally just did not turn on. It stopped working. So I couldn't cover the drop list for week 18. I couldn't cover anything. I couldn't cover Kith's lookbook for their summer 2021 season, which I still want to do. I wanted to cover all the recent Off-White news with Nike, just a lot of sneaker releases. I couldn't do anything. So I went out and bought a bunch of new computer parts, rebuilt my computer. It's obviously now working now, so now I have to play catch up. Now we have to cover everything that we missed out on last week, which is a real bummer. We're going to start off by covering the drop list for week 18, going over everything that dropped in that week, but obviously prepare ourselves for this upcoming week, which will be week 19, which I have to say, that has to be the last week of the spring-summer season. There is no way that there is going to be a week 20. That is just very unlike Supreme to do a week 20, but yeah, I hope that brings you up to speed, guys. The computer died. I had to buy a new, basically a whole new computer. And now we're back. And now we're ready to cover everything that we missed out on. And we'll start off with week 18. Now, of course, how we're going to cover week 18 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2021 collection is by using a Supreme community page. We'll head on over there now and we'll cover the drop time and drop date for week 18 and all the items that released in that week. So here we are at the Supreme community page for week 18. If you guys want to vote on the individual items yourselves, it'll be linked down in that description section below. We'll cover the release details for week 18 first, and then we'll dive into the individual sections of the week. So the drop date and drop time, week 18 dropped on the 24th of June 2021. The items releasing in week 18 had an online release 11 AM Eastern Standard Time in the US and an online release 11 AM British Standard Time for the EU. So the stock standard release times for Supreme, I would also have released on the Saturday, which would have been the 26th of June for Japan as well. But that's all the drop details to do with this week. Obviously, this week has, passed. Week 18 has happened, but I still wanted to cover it because, we got to have chronological order here. We covered week 17, we're covering week 18, and then obviously we'll move on to week 19 when the drop list drops for that as well. But let's get into this week, guys. So to kick off week 18, we'll start covering the accessories that released in that week. So according to this broken Supreme community page, this is the accessories that released that week. Obviously that's not the case. It is and it isn't. These t-shirts are not part of the accessories that released this week, but I suppose we got to cover them as well. I think it means that whenever we go through the next couple sections, the t-shirts are going to make a reappearance. They're going to reappear as well. Some issue with the page here apparently, guys, so let's just get through them all. We'll kick it off by talking about the Clayton Patterson Supreme long sleeve t-shirt with this graphic on the back of it. I prefer the other stuff that released from Clayton Patterson this season, honestly. I'm going to give that one a downvote. Moving on, we had the Jamie Reed Supreme Anarchy tee release in this week as well. I actually didn't mind this one too much. I would have preferred a different color though. The purple or lavender color isn't really my thing. If it came in, it does come in different colors. I would pick up a different color for that one, but it's not a bad tee. Moving on to Does It Work tee with a little graphic down the bottom left-hand side there. Not really feeling that one as much. Moving up, we have the logo, camo, duvet, and pillow set. Do you want camo bed sheets? I don't, but apparently 1,185 people wanted them in that week. Let me know out there. Did any of you guys pick that up? Like, were you keen on that? Or did you skip out on it? I want to know if anyone did pick it up, but I'm definitely not keen on that. Moving on, we move to the snake tee. I don't mind this one too much. I actually wouldn't mind it in the black color. It would look nice just to, like, you know, have it tucked in, some black jeans, nice belt, simple sneakers. Could be a nice little fit there. I'll give it a thumbs up for that one. Next, we move to the Augustus Pablo tee with a photographic on the front of it. Doesn't do too much for me. I don't understand the reference behind it. I'm obviously missing out on some, you know, cultural reference here. I'm going to give it a downvote, mainly because I just don't understand where it's from. If you guys would like to fill me in on the details behind this tee, definitely let me know in that comment section below. But for me, it's going to be a downvote because I just don't understand it. Moving on, we have the Milano tee. Not doing too much for me. Rather miss out on that one. So I'll give that one a downvote. Then moving on, we have the 190 Bowery iPhone case. So this is a graphic that has appeared on a couple items this season. Yeah, I mean, it's alright, but I mean, I've got a phone case. I'm doing alright here. Don't really need a Supreme one. It's 36 bucks, so it's actually not too bad, but I just don't need it. So I'm gonna give it a downvote, purely just because I don't need it. Next, we move on to the Cause Chalk logo tee. This is the tee BOGO version of the hoodie that we got in week 1, and also the tee version of the BOGO that we received originally back in 2011. It came in a variety of different colors. I wouldn't mind it in the black. I think the black would look nice with the white chalk. The green, the one that's showcased here, not so much, but again, if I could get the black one for retail, I'd be pretty happy with that. If someone was willing to sell it to me for maybe 1.5 to 2 times retail, I would actually pick it up. It's a nice, simple little tee that I could definitely see myself wearing in the future. But that is all the accessories, or should I say accessories, that released in week 18, guys. Let me know if you picked up any of them this in that week. But we'll move on over now and have a look at the bags that released in week 18. Yep, I was right when I said I thought the tees were going to reappear in another section. They did reappear. How does this happen? How does this happen? Okay, well, I guess we'll have to find the bags that released this week. Okay, so it looks like we got 2 of them. Alright, that's not too bad. What we got was the string tote. I actually don't mind that too much in the black. I don't know about the multicolored one. I don't think that'd be something I can see myself wearing, but the black one, I give that one a thumbs up. It's actually not too bad. Next, we've got the string waist bag. It's the waist bag version of, well, the tote. I don't wear them at all. I don't wear waist bags. They're just not for me. I wouldn't be looking to pick that up. But yeah, that is all the bags that released in week 18, guys. So we'll move on. We'll move on to the skate gear. Let's have a look at the skate gear that released in week 18. I just realized it kind of feels like we're playing Spot the Difference here. Which one is different from the rest? Okay, well, we have the one piece of skate gear that released this week, which is the HNIC skateboard. I mean, Supreme skateboards, if you're actually a skater, I mean, obviously you can use them for their actual intended purpose, but they're also fun, mainly because the graphics on the bottom of them to just use as accessories on walls and things like that. This one's not too bad, but there are other skateboards I'd definitely be more keen on that released in this season, like the Bowery Street one. Look, I don't mind this one too much. I'd give it a thumbs up purely just for collection purposes, or even just skating purposes. I actually am very keen to learn how to skate, but in saying that, I did just get a full-time job that I'm starting on Thursday, so I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of time to teach myself how to learn how to skate. But yeah, well, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up just because I could collect it, I could use it. It's a nice little skateboard, why not? But that's all I really have to say about it. That's all the skate gear that released in week 18, guys. Let's move on to the shorts and have a look at the shorts that released in that week. Again, let's have a look at the Spot the Difference game we got to play. Okay, so it's just these 2. So, in week 18, we got 2 pairs of shorts. We got the Warped Jacquard Logos Denim Painter Shorts. That just sounds so gross, man. There's so many there's so many individual elements that are okay, and putting them all together did not make a good final product. We have warp, so the logos are going to be warped and all over the place. Jacquard logos, so the logos are going to be, you know, you can feel them. They're not, you know, they're not just part of the piece. They're definitely going to be something that's textured. Logos, so it's covered all over with Supreme logos. It's denim, and they're not normal shorts. They're painter shorts. To me, that just they've grabbed all these elements, combined them together, and it just doesn't work out. I'm gonna give it a downvote. I just think that's too excessive, and it's $138. 138 US dollars for some denim painter pants. Nah, man, miss me with that. Moving on to our second pair of shorts, we got some gradient piping water shorts. So I'm assuming they're going to be nylon based, probably, or at least some poly based shorts here. They've got a gradient color ribbing or piping around them. 110 US dollars. I could think of, you know, better ways to spend that kind of money. This piece isn't doing too much for me. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. Not to mention, it's also extremely cold in Australia, so shorts is just not looking like a good option for a couple months for me, so they're gonna be downvotes for me this week. But yeah, that looks to be all the shorts releasing in week 18, guys. So we'll move on over now and have a look at the pants. Now moving into the pants, guys, we had all of one pair of pants releasing this week. Well, sorry, in week 18. I say this week, but in week 18. We had the Old English wrap sweatpants. So they're a pair of cotton sweatpants with Supreme written in an Old English font that wraps around the leg. You can see it there. It says Supreme, well, Sup, and then Ream comes around where more towards the calf/ankle area. I've never been a huge fan of Supreme sweatpants. The Old English logo can be really good on different silhouettes like hoodies, jackets, things like that. On sweats though, it's an odd choice. The color combos aren't too bad. I actually quite like the white and gray one. It's very toned down. The black and white one's cool. The red and black is cool, but I just wouldn't wear something like this. I can't see myself wearing it, and it's 148 US dollars. That's a little expensive. I suppose I'm saying that because recently I have picked up some very cheap Levi's off of eBay and stuff. So 150 US dollars, quite expensive, all things considered. But yeah, I'm just not interested in it. If it was a piece that I was interested in, 150 US dollars, I would put that money into it, but I'm not interested in it, so gonna be a downvote for me on that one. Let me know if you guys picked up the Old English wrapped sweatpants, but we'll move on over now. We don't have many sections left to cover. We have the shirts, hats, top/sweaters, and sweatshirts. So generally my favorite sections last. Let's jump into the shirts, and hopefully the shirts aren't just all the tees that we've already looked through already, but let's go check that out and see if that's the case. Okay, well, on first glance, it's not looking promising. It looks like it might be the case. Scrolling on down. Okay, no, actually, no, there is some shirts here that we didn't talk about. We've got a rayon and we've got the Jamie Reed one. Okay, so we've got the Jamie Reed Supreme Fuck All shirt, where it's a button-up shirt that has fuck all upside down in a very cursive text. I actually kind of like this tee. Well, I shouldn't say tee. This shirt. It's nice. The colors are simple. It's a little bit edgy, a little bit fun. I like it. I think it would be fun as both a shirt to wear by itself and an open button one to wear over the top of like a normal white tee or something like that. It's fun. It's going to piss people off. I love clothing that does that. Imagine getting mad about clothing. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I understand why it's super downvoted, but personally, I feel like it's a fun time. Moving on, we have the 190 Bowery Rayon short sleeve shirt. Finally, the graphic is being applied to a rayon this season, and I am a fan of it. I like they call it the blue colorway, because it's got the blue windows, and then there's the red colorway. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the red, or at least I say obviously. I don't know, maybe some of you guys like the red one, but for me, it's the blue one that's a big must. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I would love to pick up the blue one in an extra large. Hopefully down the line I can pick up some Supreme rayon shirts, but they are harder to find than some of you guys think. Once they sell out from the store, they are hard to pick up, so we'll have to see how I go with that one. But that's all the shirts releasing this week, or at least from what I can see, that looks to be them all there. So we'll move on and have a look at the hats that released in week 18. Now, the hats that released in week 18, we have 3 of them. Okay, well, we'll start with this one. We have the visor logo 6-panel. It's a 6-panel where on the visor, there is a logo. Pretty self-explanatory from the name of the piece. It doesn't do too much for me. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's a pretty boring hat. I'm gonna give that one a thumbs down on that one. Moving up, we have the string crusher. I actually think the string crushers are kind of cool. I think they're kind of cool. Like this creamy color here, this red, this black. I don't know how I feel about the lavender and green. I wouldn't wear them. And the multicolored one, not really feeling, but I could see some people rocking that. Would I personally wear it? I could come up with a fit for it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because I don't mind those final 3 colors there. Those final 3 ones there aren't too bad. Let's move into the string camp caps though. I don't mind it in the like neutral creamy color here. I don't mind it in the black. The lavender's kind of fun. The red's alright. I'll give it a thumbs up. I'm a sucker for camp caps, so I'll give it a thumbs up. It's just, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool to see like a textured hat or a camp cap or a crusher being released in the Supreme week. I think it's a lot of fun. I liked it more than the bags. The tote was alright, but as I mentioned, the waist bag wasn't my thing. But I kind of like this string texture that they've done on a couple of pieces that released in week 18. I think that's all the hats that released. Yeah, that's all the hats that released. Okay, well that's all the hats that released in week 18, guys. We've got 2 more sections left to cover, the tops/sweaters and the sweatshirts. Let's get into the tops/sweaters and see what we got in week 18. Checking it out, guys, in week 18 in the tops/sweaters, we got 2 pieces. We got a mesh warm-up top, so it's a mesh, how do I even describe it? It's a mesh, it's so many different silhouettes put into one, isn't it? It's a mesh warm-up short sleeve top with a, not even a collar, but a mock neck and a velour lining, like I think there, or a satin line. It's probably more satin lining, and it has a Supreme arcing text on the chest, and it's fully zipped up. It's such a weird mesh of silhouettes put together. I'm feeling the same way as the Supreme community. I'm gonna give that one a downvote, man. It's just a whack item. It's just really weird. I don't know what Supreme was going for with that piece there. Next, finally, in the top/sweaters, we had the Supreme Playboy. Yes, it's in collaboration with Playboy. String short sleeve top. This looks gross. I'm just gonna say it. This looks gross. I don't know if any of you guys picked it up. Definitely let me know in the comment section below if you did. But to me, this looks foul. I would not pay $98 US for that. That is, I don't even, yeah. Nah. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's just so whack, man. It's such a weird piece. Yeah, well, we'll move on, guys. That's all the top/sweaters that released in week 18. Let me know if you picked any of them up. Personally, I think it's one of the worst sections that released that week. We've only got 1 more section left to cover, which is the sweatshirts. Let's check out what sweatshirts released in week 18. So in week 18, we only got, 1. That's kind of boring. We got 1 hooded sweatshirt that released in week 18, which was the Old English wrap hooded sweatshirts. I should have guessed that. If we were getting the sweatpants, we were definitely going to get a matching upper. Should have seen that coming. We got it coming in the same colors as the sweatpants. The hoodies are definitely better than the sweatpants, in my opinion at least. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. But again, it's a pretty meh Supreme hoodie to release. I can definitely see this going for like lower than retail on Grailed because no one actually wants it. The red one's alright because I kind of like the color, and the black text is really like in your face there. But again, I feel like I could pick this up under retail in a couple months time on Grailed. So I'm going to give it a thumbs down. I'm just not a fan of it, and it's just not worth the money in any way, shape or form. But that is it, guys. That is week 18. Now, obviously, it has all released, as you guys may or may not know. Some of you may have picked some stuff up from it. Some of you may have not. How do I feel about this week as a whole? Well, pretty negatively, to be honest. It's a pretty boring week. Nothing's going on, but I expected as much. It's week 18. It's like the second last week of the season, or at least I assume it is. I very much doubt Supreme's going to release the 20th week of this season, but I could be wrong. Yeah. The only pieces that I would be looking to pick up from this week would be the Chords Chalk box logo, the 190 Bowery Rayon short sleeve shirt, because I really like that blue colorway. The Jamie Reed one as well, I wouldn't mind that actually. But apart from that, that's basically it. Everything else I could easily miss out on, and I honestly don't care too much about. Yeah, wow. That's a depressing week. Let me know, guys. Did you pick up anything from this week? How do you feel? Let me know how you feel about week 18 down in that comment section below. But that is everything, guys. We covered the drop date, drop time, all the pieces releasing in it. That is week 18 covered. And I just wanted to cover it even though I know it's released, mainly because, well, we missed out. Still want to give you my thoughts and opinions on the week, and we'll be catching up definitely on a lot of the releases that released in the past week that I missed out on covering. But I want to hear how you guys feel about week 18. I love hearing from you guys in that comment section below saying, I picked up this, I was interested in that. Let me know. Let me know, did you pick up anything in week 18? What color did you get? What piece did you get? Let me know down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to cover this upcoming week and the upcoming weeks in Supreme's next season, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and a subscribe to the channel, as that's the best indicator for me to let me know that you guys want to see more content like this on the channel. We're also trying to hit that new subscriber milestone of 3030. I know it's been a while since I've mentioned it because of the whole computer issues that I had, but we're trying to hit a subscriber milestone of 3,030 subscribers before the end of June, guys. Hopefully with your continuous support, we can reach it before the end of the month, but we're just gonna have to see. Hopefully we can hit it though. But that is week 18, guys. I'm really happy to be back. Obviously with this working computer now, I can actually do some videos. So I'm looking to cover a bunch of the upcoming and recent releases that have happened. There's a lot that I want to talk about on the channel. But let me know how you feel about week 18 in the comment section below. And until the next drop list video, until the next Supreme video, until the next Streetwear Talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.